All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. I'm going to jump into it and see what's coming out for you today. You may hear noises in the background, guys. It just is what it is. I'm trying to multitask. Again, it just is what it is, okay? So if you hear something knocking on the door, it's just my vacuum. It's my personal assistant, okay? So just be patient. If you're not patient today, maybe don't be here, all right? I love you still. I'll see you tomorrow. So we're going to jump into a reading. We're going to see what's coming out for you. So hold on a second. I'm going to start this by channeling a message. You're being talked about in rooms you no longer occupy. Rooms that you had to remove yourself because it was at your best interest. Rooms that you needed to remove yourself because, again, it was in your best interest, but it was also, if you would have decided to stay there, it would have been at your demise. These could be family. Let's say that these are rooms you no longer occupy. You realize they didn't bring value into your life. This could be a job you walked away from. There are circumstances that you have removed yourself from because they did not bring value. It would have taken from you. But there are people in these rooms that are talking about you. And with the Empress on the bottom, it's giving an energy of you've grown. You're a completely different person. The way that you operate, the way that you think, the way that you show up, you're so different. So for a lot of you, you might be shocked that these people and these people that occupy these rooms, they're not tearing you down. They're not saying how you're a horrible person. None of that's being discussed. The discussion is, yeah, they've grown a lot. So-and-so's grown up. So-and-so, they look completely different. Where they used to act one way, they act completely different. Some people could even be saying that you have matured in a way that they never thought that you would have. So even if you're in your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, these could be your older siblings saying, baby sister finally grew up. Baby brother, he ain't a baby no more. I never thought he was going to get it together. Some of you, this could be people saying we never thought that they were going to get sober. We never thought that they were going to be able to handle their own responsibilities and, deal with the consequences of their actions. But this could also be you showing your family now, no, I'll take care of my consequences. I made my bed. I'm going to lay in it. That's what I'm getting, okay? So these could be people kind of giving you your flowers behind the scenes. I'm really proud of so-and-so. So-and-so did the damn thing. This could also be a discussion around how the odds have been against you, but you've used them in your favor. So let's say that you were raised in a way that wasn't beneficial to you as a human. And sometimes when we are raised in a way or we're put in circumstances that are not beneficial to us, it can hurt us. And then as we're growing up, and you're 18, you're 19, you're 20, you're 21, you have to reprogram yourself and your behaviors. And it can feel like, great, I've been set back. Because where other people got a lending hand and help, and it kind of felt like the universe worked for them, the universe is just like pushing me back with what they gave me. That could be what some of you dealt with. But this could be people recognizing that you used those favors, which were not good favors. You used them in your favor. You used those odds that were crap, and you put them in your favor and said, I'm not going to let this deter me. I'm not going to let this stop me. I'm going to be a different person. I'm going to turn into what I want. So this could be something as simple as, they're showing me the comedian Matt Matthews. So if you know him, if you follow him, if you watch him, he will say a lot that he grew up in a very bad childhood. He grew up with an addict mother. He grew up in the trailer park. He grew up poor. There's nothing wrong with growing up that way. As someone who grew up in a trailer park, those are some of my best memories. Your neighbors become family. You lean on each other in a way that you wouldn't necessarily do if you lived in a farmland. I love that. But that can also sometimes make you go through things that you shouldn't have to go through. Maybe seeing your parents not eat because they had to choose between you eating or them eating. This could be you getting money for your birthday or Christmas, and then your parents having to take that money from you, or them taking it from you because they need to pay bills. And he will tell you that that was the force that made him become who he is now, that made him have this, no, I'm going to be successful. The odds will not be in my favor. Yeah, that's who I was, but that's not who I'm always going to be. And that could be how you're being viewed. And that could even be something that's being discussed, is growth that you've had. There's something here about your teamwork and how you're team working. There's also a group of 3 that's discussing you. That you could be in the dark. Okay. You're being discussed behind closed doors in a group of 3. One person is not being transparent in their discussion on how they view you. So, let's say that this is family. This could be family that they're having a discussion about you, but one family member could be hiding what they truly feel. This could be a family member that maybe wants to come bail you out, wants to come help you. There is a feeling that they have about you that they're hiding, okay? And I'm saying that there is a discussion about you behind closed doors, and what this person is saying is not the truth. There's an energy of, I need to lie, I need to be sneaky, because if everyone knew what I felt or what I was actually thinking, it would start chaos. Now, I'm going to go on a limb and say that this could even be an ex that still has some sort of lingering feelings for you. And when there's a conversation that comes up, maybe it's a conversation, they don't have to be in love with you, but they can care about you. And maybe you're going through a hardship, or they hear about you going through a hardship, and the first thing that they want to do is fix it, is to help. But maybe, just maybe, there's other elements involved where it's like, okay, but I can't do that. I've got to be a version of me that is in charge, that is very strategic in my behavior and my action. So as much as I want to come in and like race and help and fix, I can't. So this could also be a discussion of someone's holding back action that they want to take, is what I'm saying. But there's conversation being had. So I kind of feel like that this could be like parents and a sibling discussing something, and the sibling wanting to have your back and wanting to say something to the parents, but the parents they know that they're not going to take it the right way, so they might as well just shut up and not say anything at all. But deep down, they really feel something that they can't voice. That's what I'm saying here, okay? You're being deemed as someone who's strong. You're being deemed as someone who's got strength. You're courageous. Okay, what else is being discussed? Because now we're getting off topic. What else is being discussed? Oh, hold on. Oh, did you love lady? We go back like 1980. What is that song? I think there's a song coming in, and I think that the title is 1980. There could be somebody you went to high school with. Maybe you graduated in the 80s, and they're talking about you. And I'm going to say that because I'm hearing the song 1980. We go back like 1980. And it's ironic because I'm drinking from my dad's high school graduation mug. Is it high school? Yeah, high school graduation mug. And he graduated in the 80s. Some of you could have graduated high school in the 80s, and someone from high school could be talking about you and how different you are. Maybe in the 80s you were like really shy in school. Maybe you're not shy anymore. Maybe you're well known. Maybe you're like one of the biggest real estate agents in your county, in your country, in your state. There's something about you being so different now than the version that this person knew at one point, and they could be discussing this with someone or a group of people. This could be like a high school reunion. There could be discussion about that. This could be, I don't know. It's an energy of so-and-so's changed so much. Do you remember when he or she was this and now they're this? Do you remember when he or she was the book nerd at school and now they're the fucking business owner and they own half of our county? What? Who would have seen that coming? That's what I'm saying, okay? Give me a little bit more. Why are you being discussed? Okay. There's a discussion here about something in your life that has failed. Something that you had had hopes in. You were putting your energy in it, your effort in it, and it didn't work out. This is an energy of you chose something, but it didn't choose you. So somebody could also be discussing your failures, whether it's a relationship or a business. There's something that you bet on that wasn't worth betting on or was a bad gamble. And there could be discussion about that as well. Why is that being discussed? Okay, can I be honest with you? Whatever the failure was could be what's discussing. So let's say that this is a relationship. This could be a relationship where you felt that you did everything that you could. There could be a discussion of that's the truth. And that it could have been the kind of relationship where it was like, well, we didn't see it until we were out of it. So let's say that this is like that high school relationship where you guys broke up for something we're going to say dumb. This could be that same person that felt, okay, well, you wanted me to settle down, but I was 19. I didn't want to settle down. But this could be the same man or woman that's now looking back and going, no, you didn't want anything from me. You wanted exactly what I promised you, and I wouldn't make the choice to be that version of me. I was toxic then. I was stuck in my ways. We could have had something great. So this could be that high school sweetheart that's like, yeah, well, we could have stayed together, but I was really immature then, and that's the reason why. Somebody could be discussing regrets that they have. And I don't know why, but it's giving like high school sweethearts. Somebody wasn't mature. Life goes on, but now someone's looking back and realizing, but that was a choice, okay? And there could be a discussion around that. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long time coming. Been a long time coming, okay? No, yeah. Give me a little bit more. But I'm seeing that whoever that is, they were in karmic energy. So they would take action and it wouldn't make sense. Their action never aligned with what they actually wanted. And that was the lesson learned. That could have also been the immaturity that needed to be purged. But why are you being talked about? Because a lot of the discussions isn't necessarily around you. It's around what you've been through. So if someone brings up your name, hey, has anybody talked to Natalie? Speaking of Natalie, she got divorced. Yeah. Yep, guess Mr. Romeo wasn't who she thought he was. That's what's kind of being said here. Or this could be something as simple as, dude, have you spoke to so-and-so lately? Man, I ain't spoke to her since me and her broke up in high school. But, I was thinking about her the other day, and I really wish I wasn't so immature when we were in high school. Because me and her, we could have had something great. And I remember being in high school thinking, she just want to control me. She wants it her way or no way. Gosh, she's so hard to deal with. But now that I'm mature and I'm in my 40s, I realize that wasn't what she wanted. She wanted to love me. That's what I'm saying. And somebody could be discussing their regrets with someone close to them that they trust. Someone that they know won't go run their mouth. Someone that they know, it's like they won't air out my business. But whoever this is a lot more stable. So maybe they're saying this to a therapist. Now, there's another energy here. Someone here is regretting an ending that took place between you guys. So Someone's discontent and they're burdened by an ending. Let's say that you had a business partner and the business went up in flames. Your business partner could be regretting what happened. Your business partner could be regretting the ending. Someone here wants to discuss something with you. You don't see this coming. You don't see that someone is burdened by an ending that took place and that they have plans on coming in and having a discussion with you. Could be a business owner. Let's say that this is an owner that fired you and it was like a dumb reason. This could be that same owner that's talking about you and how they want to see if you would come back. Would you come back? I know I fired you for something dumb. I'm sorry. Could be a lover. Could be a lover that you were entertaining in a season of their life when they were discontent, or maybe they were entertaining you out of boredom. And now they feel weighed down by that truth. They feel weighed down by the ending because maybe the ending affected them more than they thought it would. And they could want to come in to discuss that with you, but they could be talking about this to someone else before that happens. Do you think so-and-so would accept my apology? Do you think that they would care? Someone is telling them, well, I would be a liar if I didn't say that they're going to have a wall up. Like, don't be thinking you're just going to walk up in there. That's what someone's telling them. 11:11 as I'm saying this. It's 11:11 right now. Could be a divine connection. Could be a twin flame. It could be the kind of connection where they changed you to your core. Who you were before you met them and who you were after you met them. Two different people. Night and day. I'm hearing the song Day and Night. So whoever they're talking to about this is going to say, I'm going to be honest. They're probably going to be defensive. They're probably not going to answer on the first phone call or the first text. You ain't going to be able to say, hey, and then go, hey, baby, what you doing? They're probably going to leave you on red, so let's not be dumb. Somebody's being very realistic. Someone's telling them, I'm going to be honest with you. If you think that this is going to be a walk in the park, it ain't. So just go ahead and buckle up your boots, okay? Because if it was me, I'd be defensive. I wouldn't talk to you. So someone's giving them raw and honest truth. And with the Ten of Swords, you know, the Ten of Swords is an ending that brings you to your knees. It's the kind of ending where you guys are talking about a future together and then they cheat on you. You guys are saying how much you like each other, but then they go and they like someone else more. The kind of endings where you're like, maybe what I thought this was is not the truth at all. It was a fantasy. That's what I'm saying. So you're definitely being talked about in rooms you no longer occupy. Do you know this? Let me ask that. Eight of Swords. No, you're in the dark. You're like, don't know, don't care. So this would be information that if someone comes up to you and goes, oh my God, how have you been? I've not seen you since we worked together. It's been like 4 years. You would go, yeah, I know it's been a while. You know, we were talking about you the other day in the office. You would go, wait, what? Y'all were talking about me? Y'all remember me? That's interesting. Okay, what was it about? That's what I'm saying. Eight of Swords. Out of sight, out of mind. What do you mean people are talking about me? What do you mean I don't occupy those rooms no more? What do you mean? That's your energy. You're so in the dark that you don't even know about half of this. You're given main character vibes. A lot of these people talking about you are people who put you in a wounded warrior energy. So they wounded you. They could have taken your love for granted. They could have taken your love and used you. You could have felt used, abused, disposed. The wounded warrior is the energy of, I don't believe in people or humanity. I have faith in nothing. Thank you for asking, because these situations have shown me something completely different. Whether it is family members, friends, jobs. These are situations that showed you exactly what you don't want to invest in. These are situations that left you out in the cold, that left you depleted, that left you tired. But what you don't know is although these situations are stale, they're stuck, they're stagnant, they're done, there are still lingering energy, okay? Still lingering energy. That's what I'm saying. Somebody here could want to give you communication that they have regrets or that they are sad or disappointed, but they could be anxious around this communication. Because if they come in and tell you that they're discontent, do you care? So this could be, again, let's say that you used to have a business with a friend. They come in and say, you know, I really miss our business that we had together. They have regrets. They're sad. They're disappointed. It burdens them that you guys are not business owners together. Does it burden you? There is potential of you going, actually, I love what this is. I don't got to wait on you no more. We don't got to sync schedules. They don't know if you're going to feel the same way. So there could be someone that does want to tell you some sort of regret and deep disappointment that they still feel or deal with, but they're unsure if that's a mutual street. Is that mutual? Is this a two-way street? Is it just me that feels this way? So I'm saying that as well, okay? What's in the dark will come to light. All right. I'm going to leave it here, guys. Have a blessed day.